The hooded chair. The hooded chair has been rumoured throughout history to be cursed, and that any persons who sit upon it will be met with a horrible death. An antique dealer sought out this hooded chair because of its cursed history. After an extensive search, the dealer managed to acquire this legendary item. Intrigued by its history of misfortune, he decides whether to sit upon the chair himself. Fearful of its possible outcome, he decides to try and trick someone into sitting on it. The dealer informs his maid to clean the main hall where the hooded chair is situated, advising her to ensure everything is spotless and hoping at some point the unsuspecting maid will sit on the chair. The dealer watches the maid discreetly from a distance in anticipation of the maid sitting upon the chair, and she eventually does rest upon it for a short moment before resuming her duties. Nearly 2 weeks later, the dealer has noticed no misfortunes have been bestowed upon the maid, so he approaches the chair, admiring its craftsmanship and its bold stature. He decides to sit upon the hooded chair himself. Dead silence falls upon the room. Nothing. The dealer stands back up, shrugs his shoulders and walks off. The next day, the dealer was reading the paper in his newly acquired hooded chair. To his dismay, he finds a news article about his maid who had died in a horrific car accident. He is left wondering in shock and fear as to whether the cursed legends of the hooded chair are true. He then comes to his senses and thinks to himself that the maid's death was just an unrelated, unfortunate accident. He begins to inspect the chair over and pauses in grief at what he discovers. Inscribed underneath the seat is the number 13. This was also the amount of days since the maid had first sat on the hooded chair.